Mandela Effect is an incredible series of changes to our past, present, and future that we can't control or explain. Things remembered one way are now completely different. So why is this happening? The possible list of explanations can be endless.
Hello, my name is Jose Martinez and I'm affected with the Mandela Effect. Here's another sample of a preacher, David Krinken. He's been in a YouTube channel for 10 years making videos about God and how strong he is and everything. But when it comes to the Mandela Effect, he changes his mind. He says, oh, I remember the lion, and I remember wineskins, and I remember the Bernstein, but it's the government programs that made me do it. He got a download. So this is a perfect example how God deception works on strong Christians. The strong Christians, they're turning their backs on God because they put limitations on God. This preacher, to me, he needs to find a stronger God that is stronger than Satan. I just feel sorry for him because he's being fooled by the Mandela Effect. That's the reason I'm making these videos. And here's another sample how the preacher got a download.
I wanted to talk about something a little bit different today. A lot of you have probably heard of the Mandela Effect. What this is it's a theory that through supernatural means, in some way, somebody or something went back in time and changed history on certain things. And it's called the Mandela Effect because there's a lot of people that were under the assumption that Nelson Mandela had died in prison back in the 80s, I believe it was. But he didn't. And that's why it's called the Mandela Effect. Okay, now, at this part, I'm talking about how the Mandela Effect is a theory about people going back in time and changing history. That's just one opinion of it. I got attacked ruthlessly over saying that. Another way of looking at it, they also theorize that there's two alternate universes, at least two. And the things that happen in one universe is not the same as things that happen in the other, and there's, they correspond with each other somehow. This is just a theory. This can't be proven, and that's what they believe. That's one possibility. Another possibility that they talk about has to do with the Large Hadron Collider, which is over in Switzerland. And for those of you that know about it, that's great. But for those of you that don't, what that is a these scientists have constructed this big system. It's underground, and it goes in a circle, and they race. It's hard to explain. I'm not a scientist, but what they do is they collide molecules and particles and stuff with each other. They're trying to find the God particle, basically, is what they're trying to do. And there's all kinds of theories about CERN, about that, that it could rip a hole in space and time with what they're doing because they're messing with things that they shouldn't be messing with, which I agree. But a lot of people believe that the Mandela Effect has something to do with these experiments that they're doing at CERN. Okay? I have my own idea, and I'll just insert that right here. I believe more than likely the Mandela Effect is caused by a government program called MK Ultra that scientists were working on. This is a true thing. It's not just a conspiracy theory. This is true. And what they did, they ran all kinds of experiments on the public without us knowing about it. And they did this through movies, and they did it a lot with the movies, and they did it through television. They're still doing it, and they do it through music too. And what they do is they put things in there that is subliminal suggestion. They put images or different things. Sometimes things in the music can be things that you don't hear audibly or you don't notice, but it's things that go into your subconscious. And it's the same thing with the TV. They do this all the time, especially in commercials. Now, I believe they're still doing this stuff to this day. So I think more than likely the Mandela Effect is maybe caused by things that they did with that. there's a lot of different instances, things that people remember something a certain way, but now the reality is that it's not that way, and it never has been. One of these instances is with the Berenstain Bears. You know, I remember it as being Berenstain, spelled S-T-I-E-N. That's how I remember it, and that's how most people remember it. But now it's Berenstain, and even the family that created it, they say, "Oh, our name's always been Berenstain." So this is a big thing in the Mandela Effect. The Mandela Effect is a true thing. It does happen where people remember something a different way than what it actually is. And some of the critics, some people were really nasty to me, and said all kinds of bad stuff and calling me names and everything else. I won't tolerate that on my channel. So those people were, their comments were deleted and they were blocked from saying anything anymore. That somebody went back in time and changed the Bible, that it used to say, "The lion shall lie down with the lamb." They made paintings. Christian artists, and photographers, they would create these wall hangings with the lion lying down with the lamb, and they'd put the quote from the song on there, "The lion shall lie down with the lamb." A lot of people's grandparents probably had a painting like that in the house where it said, "The lion will lie down with the lamb." That's from the song Peace in the Valley. That's not from the Bible. So now, see, people's memories, because that song was so ingrained in our culture, it was sang in churches, it was recorded by all these different people, and so it became a commonplace song, and people were used to hearing it. So that's why, then when this verse comes up, they say, "Well, I thought it was the lion will lie down with the lamb." That's because the popular song said that. It's not because the Bible ever said it. And now when I make this video, I'll put some of those things up. I'll put the picture in here up, because there's a picture in this Bible. It's an old pen and ink drawing of the wolf lying with the lamb and the child leading the lion. Okay, then I'm going to interject again right here. I only brought up that one passage when I made this video. I didn't really think that this was going to be that big of a deal when I published it, but it became a big deal. A lot of people really attacked me over this. As far as the Bible being changed, I believe that God's word is holy, and I believe that he has protected his word over the years. The grass withereth, the flower fadeth, but the word of our God shall stand forever. As forever, O Lord, thy word is settled in heaven. For I am the Lord, I change not.